Welcome to Destination Newry, and we're joined here today with Mr. Peter McKelvey. And welcome to the studio, Peter. Good to see you.
Thank you.
Peter, can you tell us a bit about yourself? Where are you from? Where were you born?
Well, I think I was born around Sassy, but then spent most of my youth in High Street, St Patrick's Avenue, up around High Street there. Then eventually we moved to O'Neill Avenue, and most of my life I've been from O'Neill Avenue.
Very good. And Peter, you've been involved with Old Newry, it's Old Newry, pictures and videos of Old Newry on Facebook.
That's
and
correct.
It's quite a popular page. And how did you get involved in that?
Well, a fella called Declan McKelvey originally started the page, and I asked to join it, and within a couple of weeks I was posting a lot of photographs to it, and eventually Declan made me an admin. But now it seems everybody thinks it's my page, but it's actually not my page. It's the two of us sort of run it between us, you know.
Yeah, but you've put this page to good use, insofar as you've come up with this DVD, and it's supporting PIPS, the Public Initiative for the Prevention of Suicide and Self-Harm. You've come up with this. I'm looking at some fantastic photographs in it, Peter. I mean, it's probably taken a very long time to compile this. But you're launching. There's going to be a launch. It's called a stroll through Old Newry. Could you tell me a bit about this, Peter?
Well, the idea came into my head that seeing how popular the page was, so I thought to myself, you know, there's a possibility of doing something for charity here. So I sort of thought, and I'm never up the computer, so I thought I could do something with this here. So many people asking about, can you this photograph, you the other photograph, and most of the photographs are on the page anyway, but people just don't seem to want to bother to actually go looking through it. So I come up with the idea that I could put a load of the photographs. There's something like there's over 400 photographs I think on the DVD, and I've set it all to music, so it's a handy way for people to sort of go through and remember Old Newry, you know.
Well, especially for people who don't really want to go on Facebook or aren't computer
this is it,
minded, you know.
It's an idea, you know. I thought, you know, I could raise money for it, and I thought Watch Charity, and I thought PIPS. So I went to them and I asked them would it be on for it, and yeah, there was no bother, they were all go. So I went and I got a few people to sponsor me, and raised the money to buy all the stuff that I needed, the DVDs, the covers, the covers there that you can see.
Yeah, a nice professional job too, I have to say, you know.
It was all done in the back hall.
Your back hall?
My back hall, yeah.
Amazing.
Two or three boys helped me with the boarding of the DVDs, like, but apart from that, there it was all done in the back hall.
So, what's the running time?
Roughly just short of an hour.
An hour.
Just short of an hour. Yeah.
What sort of money then are you going to is PIPS charging for these then, Peter? For that?
£10. All the profits go to PIPS. Well, there's no middleman or anything. All the profits go.
Well, it's quite a good deal. I mean, it is done professionally, you know, and it looks the part. So I'll have to get one myself, Peter. So when is the launch night then for this?
Launch night's on the 26th of this month in Bellini's.
Oh, the 26th of July in Bellini's.
26th of July in Bellini's, yeah.
And is it going to be a screening of the DVD itself?
That's the idea. Whether people want to sit and watch it on a night out would be another story, but the idea would probably, I've advertised it for 9 o'clock, so around that time we'll probably put the DVD on, and then whenever the DVD is shown, funny enough, a fella that I've a bit of dealings with volunteered to play the music, so and that's not costing PIPS anything either. So
and who's playing the music then?
A fella called the fabulous Johnny Starr.
Oh, Johnny Starr, yeah.
Johnny Starr became a friend of mine on Facebook. He asked me to do something similar to what I'm doing here for he wrote a song called Never Give Up on Your Dreams, and I did it for him and met him and had coffee and took him over to another studio and got his first airplay with it.
Wow.
On the same day that I gave him the video that I'd done for him.
Oh, he is a star. He's a
superstar. He used to play with Jackie Horse Keeley band years and years ago, so it's in keeping with the sort of theme.
Oh, that's old news, back the old Newry, isn't it? Jackie Horse.
Yeah.
He was the accordion player, wasn't he, back in the day?
Yeah.
He was supposed to be a bit of an amazing accordion player.
Well, as I said, fair play to Johnny. He volunteered his services for the night, so who am I to refuse him?
Oh, well, that's it. I mean, he's a good man.
I think it's his first gig around the Newry area in Yonks.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh, he's been out of town for over 40 years.
He's actually looking bookings around the town, but he just can't get them. He's bookings all over the country, but Newry just won't touch him at all for whatever reason. I don't know.
We'll have to get that changed. You know?
Yes.
No, Johnny's a gentleman, and me and him gets on well too. So, and it's nice of him to offer the services, especially to charity. I mean, there's not many does it. You know?
No.
So it should be a good night then, all in all.
Hopefully we'll sell plenty of DVDs.
And it's in Bellini's then, is it?
It's in Bellini's, yeah.
And
several outlets have volunteered to sell the DVD after that. There, like Graham Finnegan in Grind has volunteered to sell them from his
Graham's
shop as well.
too, yeah.
The Maxwell station out to Belfast Road. Few more places. Monica Larkin in Horby Yard shop, she's volunteered to sell them there too. But I'm sure there'll be other places as well, you know.
Yeah. So they will be available.
Hopefully most of the 500 sell. I'm hoping not too many more because it's going to be an awful lot of hard work.
Back
to do a load more of them.
Back to the back hall again then.
Yeah.
So tell me this, Peter. Pips are based down in Kilmurray Street, aren't they, the charity?
Yeah, in the old independent club.
And they are doing sterling work. It's unseen work that we don't know about. It's private.
But you know yourself, the amount of people that's committing suicide is unbelievable, you know, so they deserve all the help they can get.
Well, that's true, you know, especially in these economic times, and you've done this free, and as you say, Johnny Starr is now on the team for the night doing it free, and it's great. You know. And I suppose without the support, Pips, you know,
well, they're dependent on voluntary support, you know what I mean? So
because they're a relatively new charity.
I don't know whether they get any government help or whatever, you know. But
I'm not too.
The more help they can get to prevent something like that happening, they deserve, you know.
Yeah, and I suppose all your family and all, everybody's. Have you?
Well, funny enough, my own family, they're all going to a wedding, so they can't even go to the night.
Do you quit?
No way.
Is that right?
That's can't even go to the night. The daughters and the son, they're all the way to a wedding.
You see, there's no rescheduling there.
We weren't invited to the wedding, so we're all right for going.
So these are some of the pictures now. That's the cathedral getting built back in the day, isn't it? There's some marvellous.
I think they're just an extension, but I'm not to tell you too. Some of the photographs I don't really know too much about, to be honest with you. You know,
right?
It's just of an awful interest in Old Newry, especially the North Street end of Old Newry. You know,
because you run a few nights before. You've run a few different. You've run a big night in the Canal Court and all, haven't you?
Well, that was on the Avenue reunion night. Yeah.
Yes.
Got a load of. What we've done then was got a load of photographs of old residents and put them all together, and it's raised a few pounds for charity as well. You know, so
yeah. So well, it's good, Peter. You're
that's the railway bridge over just down past where McCoy's bar would have been.
Oh yes, and the Warren Point, the main Warren Point Road.
Yeah, where the abattoir.
Because this is still here, isn't
it?
Yeah. But there's some structures back in the day, wasn't there?
Oh, indeed there was. Yeah.
You know, the Newry's very changed now that it's a city,
indeed.
But you wouldn't recognise.
I wouldn't call it a city. It's just a wee town.
It's still the town, isn't it?
Well, the heart of the town was pulled out when North Street was pulled down to make way for a road.
When the old North Street or Castle Street as well.
North Street and Castle Street. A lot of old residents up load of upheaval for them.
And then where the car park is at the back of Andy Boyd's, it was another part of Old Newry too, wasn't it? That was leading up to that was Castle Street,
yeah. Well, we bit further on up, maybe it was Castle. I think Brenton Corn, the councillor, his family lived up around there.
Yeah, some of my young family lived there as well.
That's right,
yeah. And even the Bagenal's Castle, even up on the top of Chapel Street.
Call it Bagenal's Castle. It was a monastery.
Right, well,
it was a monastery.
Well, my auntie Vera was born in there, so I mean we're pretty historic, probably too.
Indeed.
But so you envisage having a big night now, Peter? Is there plenty? Have you plugging this? Is there plenty of people know about it?
I'm sure. I must have everybody on Facebook targeted. Everybody knows me on Facebook. They say I'm never off Facebook, so they're being targeted. You know, with advertisements for that. There, if a poster done, I think of a photograph of the poster around somewhere in that pen that I gave you, and everybody's tortured.
Well, it's great to get you into
destination. People want the trend to raise a few pounds that it doesn't work. Let's put it like that.
Oh, I'm sure they will. They'll sell. I mean, as I say, they look professional. They look really good. There's some good photographs on them.
That was the whole idea. Go out and make it look as professional. It mightn't be the content mightn't be too professional, but make it look professional. It'll sell. You know.
You can get the money into Pips at the end of the day.
As long as Pips get the money.
Get the money into Pips. Yeah. So there, as I say, they're in Kilmurray Street. Do you down there with them? And
I've been down a few times. Just keeping them up to speed with what's going on, you know. Done out a couple of posters myself. I've got a friend of mine that he's very good at the old Photoshop. He done the posters from me, you know, so they were pleased with them too.
Right.
You know.
Right. And God, there's unbelievable. There's some great. That's Lower Water Street, it says there.
That's just the back of the cathedral there. There's the cathedral wall.
That's actually Castle Street, isn't it?
No,
Part of
that's Water Street.
Water Street. It's unbelievable. Look at the old flowers.
There's the back of the, you know, the wall at the back of the cathedral. That's the wall at the back of the cathedral. Remember that, Tony? Do you?
I do indeed. That's now replaced as office blocks. Granite houses there now, isn't
Jack Smith's out garage. It used to be a Sinn Féin centre at one time too.
And there's the Albert base.
The tall ships.
Tall ships in the base.
Didn't have to book them then. They were there.
Indeed, now they have to book them, isn't it? Right? For the Guinness Blues in the Bay and various other projects. Well, Peter, listen, thanks very much for coming in the studio, and I hope through Destination Newry, it's self-advertising, you know, it's helping, and it'll help you for future projects.
More help the better, don't it?
Well, that's it, and as I say, it'll help spread the word for future projects coming up, and Pip's charity.
Yeah, that's the main thing.
And as well, we'll try and get Johnny Starr, get him a couple of gigs around Newry as well, you know.
Get him in for an interview. I'm sure he'll give you a good interview too.
Yeah. Well, listen, thanks very much, Peter, for coming into the studio.
Thanks for having me.
I'll try and get there myself, and I'll support it either way.
I'm hoping.
Okay, Peter, thanks very much. Thank you.